Hello and welcome to Only Connect. And if you'll be affected by any of the issues raised in tonight's programme, then please contact NASA to explain how you know that in advance. You're exactly who they're looking for to give them some idea what the aliens are going to be like, if only for catering purposes. Joining me tonight are, on my right, Gareth Jones, an opera enthusiast who watched the film Shrek in the cinema room at Buckingham Palace. Kieran Connolly, a physics graduate who's allergic to rabbits. And their captain, Jamie Fryer, a sports editor who won a race against the four-time Olympic medalist Mo Farah on an inflatable treadmill. All graduates of the Magna Carta School in Surrey. They are the Barons. We haven't seen you for a while, Jamie, because you won straight through, so you've only had one game so far. Have you been practising in the gap?
Not as much as we probably should have done. I was busy getting married, so...
Oh. Have you got married since we saw you last? Congratulations. I'm delighted to hear it. And well done your spouse for letting you have the night off to come and play.
Oh, she's furious because this has delayed our honeymoon plans.
Perhaps a lovely honeymoon in Cardiff. You will be facing, on my left, Charlie Deeks, a politics and international relations graduate who has 36 flags hanging in his front room. Sam Hayfield, an orchestra conductor who lost his glasses in the sea on a holiday where he was the only licensed driver. And their captain, Anna Hayfield, a sociology graduate who works as a baby ukulele instructor. United by a devotion to Dungeons and Dragons, they are the Dungeon Masters. Now, you three, I think, were all in lockdown together in a bubble. Did you start quizzing for want of something to do?
We've always enjoyed doing, like, quizzes and gaming together, so we've mostly been preparing by playing very complex board games about the Industrial Revolution, which I don't think is going to come in handy tonight, but...
Anything could come in handy. You just never know. Let's find out what it's going to be this evening by playing the quiz. Dungeon Masters, you won the toss, but you've decided to throw your opponents in first. So, Barons, please choose a hieroglyph.
Could we have water, please?
Yes, you could. What is the connection between these picture clues? Here's the first.
It's Adam and Eve. It's at the Forbidden Fruit Chapel, I'm not sure.
Cool. Next, please.
Do you know who that is? No, is it? I don't know.
Next, please. Oh, might these all be, like, Cockney rhyming slang? Like Adam and Eve. I don't know who that is.
I mean, it could be Adam and Eve.
I'm thinking Adam and Eve.
We should get another one then.
Should we have next one?
Yeah, go for it.
Next, please. I don't know who that is either.
Two
Should we just
seconds.
blindly go?
Yeah, go for it.
Are these all people who've given their name to Cockney rhyming slang?
That is exactly what they are. Well done. Who did you recognise?
Adam and Eve.
Literally, that's all we've got.
You only recognised Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Vera Lynn, or am I gone horribly wrong?
It's not. It's Ruby Murray. I fancy a Ruby. Ruby Murray, a curry. Do you recognise the other people over there?
Pete Tong is last.
That is Pete Tong. It's all gone a bit Pete Tong. And, oh, he's the most famous one on there, I suppose, apart from Adam and Eve. Hank Marvin. I'm absolutely Hank Marvin. I could do with a Ruby. All examples of Cockney rhyming slang. Over to you then, Dungeon Masters. What would you like?
We'll have the lion, please.
The lion. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Okay, don't know that.
Next, please. Oh, is that in green, the first one?
Yeah.
Green, red.
I think we should just go for the next one for now.
Next, please.
Oh, SAS in yellow. Is it colours of berets? Or maybe... They're like Marines are green berets, right? And then military police probably are red.
Okay. We think that these are, like, army?
Like army beret colours or hat colours.
That is exactly what they are. You didn't need to see the fourth clue. That's UN in blue. What are those military personnel?
So I think it's the Royal Marines are the green berets.
Yes, Royal Marines, green berets, yeah.
Then the Royal Military Police.
Exactly, they wear red berets. SAS, obviously, that's beige, and UN in blue. Very well done, you get 2 points. Barons, what would you like?
Could we have the two reeds, please?
Yes, you could. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Oh, gosh. White sausage something.
Yeah.
Next, please. Any idea what this is?
No, I don't know what
this
it
is.
is.
All sounded very German. Next, please.
Cook Strait.
Are these-
Bit between the two islands, isn't it?
Yeah, between New Zealand and so is there like the gap between Germany and Denmark?
Oh, I don't know. It could. I think the Grand
Sure,
Line might be
that's
actually.
fine.
But
Oh, okay. So are these all gaps between two
I don't know if there's actually like straits, like
Should we have the next?
straits of the water.
next?
Oh, that's the.
Okay. Yeah. Are these all gaps between two islands?
I need to hear something specific.
Watery gaps between two bits of land?
They are not all watery gaps between two bits of land. So, Dungeon Masters, you've got the chance for a bonus point.
Are they borders between countries specifically?
That's not it either. You're very close. They are, in a way, divides between bodies of land. I need to specifically hear they are north-south divides. That first one, vice versa equator, or vice versa equator, comes from the idea that in Germany, people in the north like brown sausages, and in the south they like white sausages. So this is sort of those who like Weisswurst, you know, below the line. The Brandt line is actually a way of dividing the whole world between the richer countries of the north and the poorer in the south. And the Cook Strait, that divides, of course, the islands in New Zealand. And the 38th parallel, what's that?
US, isn't it, between the North States and the South States, isn't it?
North and South Korea, in fact,
South
is what that
Korea,
is.
okay.
I mean,
49
some would
US,
say
isn't it?
they're increasingly similar, but North and South Korea. So no bonus for you, Dungeon Masters, but you may have a question. What would you like?
Could we get the horned viper, please?
Yes, you could. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Balance. No, I think we just go next.
Next, please.
Are these
Is this,
all...
if not now, then when sort of hashtags? But
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is from versions of a very famous hashtag.
yeah, I think we go fourth.
Maybe
Could it
Me
be
Too or
Me
something.
Too, yeah.
Oh, that's, yeah, I think
Should
it is.
we do it?
Let's do it.
Sam, I'll let you answer. Sam's going to answer this.
Are these translated versions of the Me Too hashtag?
That is exactly what they are. They are versions of Me Too around the world. They don't all mean exactly Me Too. Yo también in Spain, that's Me Too. Quella volta que, that time when. Now I now, that's no it's not from Brazil, that's in Portuguese. And this is my favourite one, balance ton porc. So balance, it would translate to sort of grass up or rat on your pig, colloquially. So that pig, come on, grass him up. But I quite like the implication. Could you balance your pork, sir? This is a workplace. There's a sense of that to me. But they're all hashtags that equate to Me Too. And how lovely of you, Sam, to step in for your wife there and gallantly give the hashtag. Very impressed. Barons, what would you like?
Right, it's 50-50. You don't want it.
I have Horace.
We'll go for the Eye of Horus. Oh, well done, guys.
Good news, it is the music question you were hoping for. You'll be hearing your clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
Enthusiast.
Call me on that.
Next, please. Elton John. Yeah. What's the song? Should we move on?
I guess so, yeah.
Next, please. I like it, whatever it is. It sounds like it's on a little bit solid. Should we have the last one?
I think so.
Next, please.
I can't do my homework and I can't think straight. I need 'em every morning, but
2 seconds.
Do these all contain the word road in the title?
I think I can safely say that none of them contains the word road, so I'm going to throw it over for a possible bonus point to the Dungeon Masters.
We're going to say they're all tiny.
They are not all tiny, although you have managed to get one of the words in one of the titles. The second clue was Tiny Dancer.
Yeah.
The first one, The Cunning Little Vixen. The last one, Stupid
Oh,
Cupid.
Yeah.
What are they?
They're all reindeer.
They're all reindeer, and in the middle we heard Unter Donner und Blitz from
yeah.
Strauss. All Santa's reindeer. Merry Christmas. Dungeon Masters, one question remains, the Twisted Flax. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. This is such a Charlie question.
Yeah.
So-
Very long hair. I mean,
Next,
yeah,
please. Were they the first people to do something? Were they?
No, Andy Gray was fired for Me Too stuff. I would.
That was a commentator, right?
Yeah.
Are these commentators?
Sidebomb hasn't, I don't think.
Next, please. Charlie, we're all looking at you.
Are they all betting firms, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, go on. Go for it.
2 seconds.
They all lend their names in certain ways to betting firms.
No, they don't, and I think several of them would want me to make that very clear. Barons, do you know?
Do they all have nicknames to do with their hair?
I mean, I bet they all have nicknames, and they probably all do to do with their hair, but I think that is not officially known, so I can't accept it. You're making the noises over there of somebody who's realised too late.
Oh, there 2 of these people in their sports.
There are more than one of them. There are 2 British snooker players called David Gilbert. There are 2 Ryan Sidebottoms in cricket, 2 Richard Hills, and actually several Andy Grays. That means at the end of round 1, the Barons have 1 point, the Dungeon Masters have 4. Sequence is time, and Barons, you'll be going first again, so please choose another hieroglyph.
2 reeds, please.
2 reeds, OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Any idea?
No.
Next, please.
Get a bunch of bananas.
Yeah, brunch. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
Next, please.
That is something to do with hand, isn't it?
Measurements. Yeah. Bunch of flowers. Hand. Oh no.
It might be measurements of
head is
horses.
feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
That or head, shoulders. No, not head.
No.
Eyes and nose and mouth.
Could be ways of measuring horses, but what big smalls?
Finger.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
We're gonna guess at finger.
Why do you say finger?
Because we thought it was size is going down in some way, but we've got no idea.
The answer I was looking for was banana. Because oddly, you know when you buy a bunch of bananas in the supermarket, it's not really a bunch, it's a hand. And lots of hands make a bunch, and lots of bunches make a peduncle, which is the sort of branch that comes off the tree. So we're getting smaller down towards 1 banana. But apparently you can say a finger to mean 1 banana
I say that
off
all the
a hand
time.
of bananas. So that is an acceptable answer. You didn't slip on that banana skin after all. Well done, that is 2 points. Dungeon Masters, what would you like?
Water, please.
Water, OK. What would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
So is that a nape? Next, please. Oh, that's what's in the head? Yeah, so he played Giles on Buffy.
It's gotta
Neck
It's got
head.
to be something to do with body parts.
What's going to be
isn't it?
neck
But I can't
head?
remember. Yeah.
Something.
I think next. Go.
Next, please. Who is that on the left?
No idea. Neck, head,
So it's
something
neck
and
head, something head. Oh, crown.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. Barons, do you know?
Will we see a picture of a hair?
We would not see a hair. In the third picture, you're seeing Martin Short. So it's neck, head, short head.
Nose.
Nose is the answer because these are horse racing distances. You can win by a nose, by a short head, by a head, by a neck. Barons, what would you like?
Could we have the horned viper, please?
Yes, you could. What is the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
So this is the 10 one.
Yeah.
Should we go next one? Definitely. Next, please. Laws are quite needy at this point. Should we keep going? Next, please.
Now these are the names.
Right. So what would be the
These
next?
could be first lines of the first 4 books of the Bible going backwards.
Okay, so in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good guess.
In the beginning.
I will accept that answer. Could you continue? God.
Made the world.
That'll do. I mean, more poetically, God created the heaven and the earth.
That's the one.
But in the beginning are really the words I was looking for. These are the opening lines of the first 4 books of the Bible going backwards. Dungeon Masters, what would you like?
Charlie?
Can we have lion, please?
Lion, yes, you could. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Oh,
Sorry?
I don't.
Do you have any
Charlie,
ideas,
would you like
Charlie?
to say something?
That's going to be something to do with
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
I think we go next. Just
So Star Trek films.
so what's the
So the
fourth?
fourth one is
Nemesis.
it's set on Earth, and I genuinely don't know.
No, a buzz.
2 seconds.
Sam's going to answer this.
Nemesis would be one.
4, colon.
4 colon
This is so like my own marriage.
the return to Earth.
Well, I gave your opponents the finger, so I will be lenient with you as well and accept that answer. Tell me why.
These are the Star Trek films, the original 4 Star Trek films.
So 1, Star Trek, the motion picture. 2,
Wrath
The
of
Wrath of
Khan.
Khan.
The Wrath of Khan. 3, you didn't need that clue, but what would it have been?
Search for Spock.
The Search for Spock, and we've got the paediatrician Dr. Spock there. And the last one, 4, The Voyage Home. We had the journey to a permanent residence, but they are going to Earth, and I will accept, although I wouldn't say this of all Only Connect contestants, that your own home is Earth. So that's an acceptable answer. Well done. Back to you, Barons, for the last choice of the round. What would you like?
Could we have the twisted flax, please?
Yes, you could. What would be fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
What's I don't really know anything about it. Next, please.
Real amount.
Yeah. So the one big gap.
I mean, are these things
Is that not in the
place
place?
with that? No, but that doesn't. That's not a sequence.
Beginning of the North.
Next, please. Gosh. So these successive names for this particular thing.
I don't know. Something like the Boston Tea Party, but I don't know at all what we're doing, but that's all.
2 seconds.
I've got no idea, but we'll go with Boston Tea Party.
That is not the answer, I'm afraid. Dungeon Masters?
The Royal Leamington Spa Mountain.
Yeah. That's it.
No, the answer is the Cajun Expressway. Have a little look at those clues. You will find March in the first clue, April in the second clue, May in the third clue. I want June hidden in some kind of geographical feature. For example, the Cajun Expressway. Dungeon Masters, 1 question remains. It's the Eye of Horus. That will be for you. What happy news! A music sequence. OK, you will be hearing your clues. I want to know what would come forth. Time starts now.
What's this?
Is this sounds a bit Toy Story. Is it one you know? Okay.
It's just like Blue Sky Rain or something.
Should we go forward? Next, please.
You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak.
This is.
You were my eyes when I
Who's the like
couldn't
Canadian
see.
country singer?
You saw the
Shania Twain?
things there was in
Yeah, go
me.
next.
Next, please.
Every time,
Every time we say goodbye.
we say goodbye, I die.
We would hear forth a clip of Aqua's Dr. Jones.
That's not it. Barons, do you know?
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
No. We heard from the musicians Aka Bilk, Celine Dion, and Ella Fitzgerald. A-B, the initials, then C-D, then E-F. So we wanted to hear something connected with a musician with the initials G-H. For example, George Harrison. And I'm going to say George Harrison because only the other day I was watching the video for Something. And we've talked a bit about marriage in this show. It is one of the most romantic music videos ever made, and the wives of the Beatles are all in there. It's a lovely video. I would ask you to sing the song Something, but I don't know. It can be difficult singing Beatles songs on the BBC. Tricky with the rights. Sometimes you're allowed and sometimes you're not. So just in case, what about Jerry Halliwell? Jerry Halliwell, she did that cover of It's Raining Men, didn't she? We all remember that one. 1, 2, 3.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen.
Lovely, lovely. Very nice performances. And that means at the end of round 2, the Barons have 5 points, the Dungeon Masters have 7. Onwards to the connecting wall, and Dungeon Masters, your turn to go first, so please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
OK, 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Okay, so canola is a type of oil, olive oil,
Coconut.
vegetable oil, hemp oil.
Okay.
Different what Sundays? Easter Sunday, Mothering Sunday. Which others are Sundays?
Palm.
Palm.
I'm not sure of the others.
Okay. Gaudete, does anybody recognize that?
That means rejoice. It's Latin.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know.
Okay.
Try that with Sundays.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Easter, palm, and mothering. Okay. We've got canal, beer.
Try stuff before directory.
Let's get going. I'm gonna just go back to oils.
Yeah, you do that. Me and Charlie will look at everything else.
Mantissa. Do you know what Mantissa is?
No. Let's try and look for something wordy.
Yeah.
If we can, or try and work out what directory is. What is cause?
Oh no, guys. Okay.
Just cause.
Oh gosh, Sundays.
You keep pressing things.
Canal is a French TV.
Yeah, Canal Street.
There's
Vegetable.
Studio Canal is a.
Yeah, I think that's. Oh goodness.
Oh no, this is awful. Canola, vegetable, olive, coconut, palm oil, canola, vegetable, hemp. Oh no. Oh, there's one.
got one. Okay.
Great.
Go for Sundays.
Sundays,
Just
mothering, Easter,
palm and just
canal
go for
Sunday.
anything
Low
else.
Sunday. Low Sunday.
10 seconds.
Vegetable Sunday. Oh dear.
No, I'm afraid your time is up. But I must say, that is the most good-natured way anybody ever had a nightmare wall. And you did find a group, so that's terrific. What is the connection? Coconut, olive, canola, hemp?
Oils.
They are the cooking oils. And you can get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. Here we go. Directory, canal, cause, vegetable.
These all are.
Give me an answer, please.
I
Bill?
don't know.
You can put root before all of them. Root directory, a term in computing. Root canal, root cause, root vegetable. Beer, mothering, anthrax, mantissa.
They all have insects at the beginning of them.
Well spotted, bee, moth, ant, mantis at the beginning of them. And the last group, gaudete or gaudete, Easter palm low.
Sundays.
Those are the Sundays. But you did find one group and you gave me 3 connections, so that's a total of 4 points. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them the other wall, see how they get on. Barons, you will be getting the water wall. You've got 2.5 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Mumford and Sons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. So Sangakkara is a cricketer. So we've got, what are they called? Sri Lankan cricketers, Matthews,
well done.
and who's my last one?
Carson and
oh
Jeffrey
gosh.
from A Fresh Prince of
Arnold.
Bel-Air.
I should have left that one. Sorry.
Carson and Jeffrey from A Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't know about any of the
They
others.
absolutely are. Robert and Pansy.
Any of the other ones?
Should we try it?
Try it. I don't know
Bernard
the
and
other
Thames,
names.
they're all
Happy days.
regional
3 lives
variants
now.
of
Oh, yeah. So Anglia, Grampian. I won't do them all yet. Grampian, Thames, and Granada. So what's Nantucket popsicle? Oh, Mum, Dad, Pop, Nan.
Oh, wow. That's fast.
So we've got Sri Lankan cricketers, we've got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Yeah.
we've got
ITV, I
ITV
think.
regions,
Yeah.
and then we've got names for relatives.
Yeah.
Good?
Well, you made short work of that, didn't you? Very well done. What about the connections? Matthews and so on.
They're all Sri Lankan cricketers.
They are all Sri Lankan cricketers. And the green group, Carlton, Jeffrey and so on.
Are these all characters from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I'm afraid that's not it. They are all people called Palmer. Carlton Palmer, Geoffrey Palmer, Patsy Palmer, Robert Palmer. And the next group, Grampian, Anglia, Thames, Granada.
Are these all ITV regions?
They are ITV franchises, broadcast companies. And the next group, Mumford, Popsicle, and so on.
They all begin with the names of relatives.
Exactly so. Mum, Pop, Dad, Nan. So you found all 4 groups. You gave me 3 connections. That's a total of 7. Let's have a look at the scores as we go into the final round. The Dungeon Masters have 11 points. The Barons have 12. So it is very close going into the final round. Luckily, nobody is going home tonight, so it's just for glory, really. Fingers on buzzers, teams. The first group of disguise clues are all things, according to YouGov, that only Connect viewers like. Dungeon Masters.
John Cooper Clarke.
Yes. Barons.
London Irish Rugby Club.
Apparently so. Dungeon Masters.
René Magritte.
Yep. Barons.
The Jump.
They love it. Next category, they have 2 soft Gs. Dungeon Masters.
Genealogy.
Correct. Barons.
Ginger.
Correct. Dungeon Masters.
German gymnasts.
Well done. Dungeon Masters.
Gingivitis.
Indeed so. Next category, fairy tales merged with musical acts. Dungeon Masters.
Beauty and the Beastie Boys.
Well done. Barons.
The Snow Queen of the Stone Age.
I'm afraid that's not the right answer. Dungeon Masters, do you know?
The Snow Queens of the Stone Age.
I'm afraid you need that S. Next clue. Barons?
Oh, no.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
not, I'm afraid. Dungeon Masters?
The Frog Prince Buster.
Very well done. Next clue. But no time to give me the next answer, which would have been Jack and the Beans Talking Heads, because the noise has sounded for the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, great quizzing from both teams, but a terrific round 4, particularly for the Dungeon Masters. You finished with 19 and you are through to the next round. Very well done. Barons, 13 points for you, but you are a great team and we look forward to seeing you again later in the series. Thanks very much for watching. And coming up later this evening on BBC Two, a new series, Michael Portillo's Home Decor, featuring that fantastic presenter who few people realise is a great aficionado of interior design. He'll be travelling the world, selecting the finest antiques, wallpapers and soft furnishings for the nation to enjoy. And he truly is a connoisseur. So it is a wonderful opportunity for us all to really savour the exquisite taste of Michael Portillo later tonight.